Sleepover! Hello to MB Middle School. It's me, Misch, and I'm super excited to be hosting this evening's sleepover because sadly it's my last one for a while. I know my mom is sending me off to sleepaway camp for the summer, hoping to get rid of some of these vampire ideas and the bad influences of Raven and the rest of the coven. Little does she know, she picked a sleepover camp with woods conveniently located nearby, so I don't plan to not be a vampire anytime soon. But alas, here we are at my last night with my real friends. If they show up. Just kidding, I'm sure they'll show up.
Hi, Misch.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Loaf. How are you?
I mean, doing all right. It's pretty warm outside. It's getting a little toasty, but I was really sad to hear that you're going off to summer camp, and it's not even a science summer camp. Like, how silly.
I know, it's super silly. My mom says that it's a college prep camp.
Oh. So It is an academic-based camp.
Well,
are you going to have practice for, like, the GREs and the SATs and, like, all of the different exams you have to take to get into college?
Yeah, apparently. I think she's just trying to get me interested in anything.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, Jess.
Fun is here.
How are you?
I'm good, but I'm like sad because it's your last sleepover, like until you come back from sleepaway camp.
I know, I'm super sad too.
What's your camp called? We should look it up and we'll like write you letters all the time, or like maybe we'll come visit and just like storm the camp. What's it called?
Okay, it's called Camp Read a Book, and it's in Vermont, and it's
How
my
do you
mom's.
spell that?
Read a Book. It's REED BUK, and there's an umlaut over the U. I think it's a Swedish camp.
Okay. Oh, cool. Ooh, Swedish. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really just looking forward to the fact that it's in the woods. Hey!
Hey, Shiyan.
Hey, Shiyan.
Hi, everyone. I was just trying on my new sleep masks, and I was wondering if it's, like, really sunny and you go outside but you cover your eyes, will the rest of your skin be safe?
If Lauren were here, she would say that you would still need to put on lots of sunscreen.
Oh, I mean, like, I would definitely wear lots of sunscreen. This is a very specific vampire question for Misch.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I don't know if the key is through my eyes, but I'd be worried about not being able to see if I had a mask on my eyes.
That's true.
I'm probably just going to have to wear a ton of sunscreen, like SPF 90.
So wait, what if like, okay, so it's like a Swedish camp.
Yeah.
It's like in the woods with like all the trees and wood. Do you think that they like make you like chop down all the trees and make the furniture for IKEA? Do you think that like that's where IKEA furniture comes from?
Is Misch going to an IKEA camp?
She's going to an IKEA camp. And that's yeah.
You guys, I really hope it's not an IKEA camp. I just want to be able to
What if
like
you have to assemble
sneak.
like your cabin, like when you get to camp. What if we make you put the cabin together when you get there?
I will leave. I will run into the woods and not come back.
Never?
Are you just talking about Swedish meatball camp? That's where I met Steve.
Wait, what?
Swedish meatball camp?
You went to Swedish meatball camp?
Well, that's just it's IKEA camp, but we just called it meatball camp.
Oh.
Wait, is this Read a Book in Vermont?
Yeah, I got sent there last summer. Oh my God, are you going there? Oh my God.
Yes, my mom says I need to get interested in something other than vampirism.
But like, oh no.
I don't know, because Lemworks says that it sounds like a midsummer camp.
I thought it was like a college prep camp.
Maybe you're like going to get deeper in and then also build things.
There were so many vampires who were sent there, and they just all hung out. But Misch, this is gonna be the best summer of your life. I'm so
Wait.
excited for you.
Wait, really? This is the first time I've been anything close to excited about this.
This is going to be hot Misch summer.
Hot Misch summer.
Hot
Misch.
Misch summer.
Hot mid Misch summer.
Speaking of
Someone
summer,
Summer!
Hey.
Mish, just so you know, my mom let me save a jar of the blood from the chickens that we got from the market today. So if you want to take it with you to camp, just in case.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm hoping there'll be some animals in the forest nearby, but you never know. So yes, I will happily pack a jar of chicken blood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a familiar, or is that just for witches?
That's just for witches. But when I reach level 11, I apparently will be able to turn into and out of a bat form at will.
Ooh.
Yeah,
and remind
So-
us what level you're on now.
I'm level 1. It's very, well, yeah, I'm very.
Do you have to say bat when you want to turn into a bat?
Yeah, how's that work?
You have to think about bats. So you have to be able to visualize bats.
Like Peter Pan. Like, think of a wonderful bat.
Bat!
Lovely little bat.
What if you thought of like the wrong kind of bat though, like a baseball
Like a
bat? Would you just
baseball
turn into
bat?
a wooden bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they don't let you do it till level 11, because anything could happen.
Did
And
you
if
Did you guys ever see that movie about the talking baseball bat?
No.
Whoopi Goldberg voices the baseball bat.
Angels in the
Oh.
Outfield?
No, it's like American Heroes or something.
Field of Dreams?
My dad was trying to bond with me, so he's like, "Let's watch
Airbud?
a kid movie."
Moneyball?
No, it's the American Hero. It's an actual
Rookie of the
baseball bat.
Year?
Yep.
Summer,
Oh.
for all the things you haven't seen, I don't think any of us have ever
No.
seen what you're
What are
talking.
you talking
I'm
about?
naming every baseball movie I've ever heard of.
Listen, my parents are not into pop culture, so they just like subversive stuff.
Cool.
Wait, talking bats are subversive?
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
subversive of what?
of the culture of baseball.
Because your bat's not supposed to talk?
Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I am, and I still don't get it.
Okay, you know what? You're just not there yet. Maybe after you go to Swedish meatball camp, you'll get it. I went there
What's-
for 2 summers in a row.
What?
Wait, what?
So I'm going to this camp that MLab has been to, that Summer has been to, and somehow I end up going there the year you're not going?
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Well, what are you doing this summer instead?
I don't have any plans right now. I think my mom is making me be a CIT at this other camp that just doesn't sound as cool as meatball camp.
What's so different about it?
It's just like regular summer camp, like where like you have to do like outdoor activities and like I have to be like a CIT for like the lifeguards too. Ugh.
Oh.
What's the
They have the hardest
CIT?
job. It's
Counselors
a counselor in training.
and
Oh.
training.
I didn't even think about that. What if there's water? Is there water? Do I have to go in the water?
Is there a
At
lake
most
by the
yeah, there
camp?
is. There's
Yeah.
meatball camp pools. Yeah.
There's like a
I
whole
thought read a
math
book was a lake.
session. They like put you in the lake and then they yell math problems at you, and if you get one right, they throw you like one piece of a canoe, and then
And
you
you
like
have to assemble the canoe.
yeah,
Because you build everything at this camp.
you build it all. It's an IKEA slash.
You actually have to. I haven't gone, but I heard that you actually have to like build the dock into
You
the
do.
lake and then jump off it into the lake.
So what do they
Do
do
you
at the
build-
end of every summer? They just get rid of all the things that the previous summer camp built?
Yeah,
You'd
they
think by
deconstruct
now-
everything. And then they put it
sell
in one of the like the Hemnes lockers.
flat pack technology.
Hmm
The whole camp fits in the back of a Subaru.
It's really efficient.
It's like a tiny house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny
Do you
camp.
ever watch tiny house shows?
Yeah, I've watched tiny house shows.
I love it. I don't know how they make it work because, like, what if you want to like dance and like spin around in your living room, but your living room is like your kitchen and your toilet is like right there.
I think
or
you have
something?
to go outside.
Yeah, you need a lawn. You need a tiny house that can drive,
Big
and then you
lawn.
park it on like a park.
Tiny house, big lawn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dream.
Wow.
But Mish, since it's your last sleepover, I feel like we should spend our time like doing all the things you want to do and like
That's
all
a
your
good
favorite fun
idea.
sleepover activities and like, you know, just give you like a grand old send off, you know?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
pressure. Just come
No
up with all
pressure.
the things we're gonna do
just-
tonight.
I want you. We're gonna contribute absolutely nothing.
We're gonna sit back.
And you do everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
we want
I
you
love
to
this
fully be in
idea.
control.
Great. So the first thing that would make me really, really happy is if we all wrote a poem together that I can write down and I can read whenever I'm sad during the day when the sun is just shining too bright and the skies are too blue and I'm just like really missing my sleepover gals.
Yeah,
Aw.
and that's something to remember us by.
That's such a fun idea. It would be really
Um,
cool if we could get like just random words from the chat
Mhm.
to like inspire us, so we could like
Yeah.
weave that
Guys,
into the
we have
poem.
been so rude because we have not even acknowledged the
Oh my
2MB middle school
gosh.
chat.
I know.
Right.
Like, thanks all of the middle schoolers who like signed in and are like chatting with us. We see you and we love you. So
But we absolutely did acknowledge the chat, Summer.
I wasn't here.
She wasn't.
That's true. Summer wasn't here when we acknowledged
That's true.
Also,
If I
thank you,
wasn't here,
Landmarks.
it didn't happen.
That, yeah.
Like the sun when you cover your eyes, right? So maybe it
That's
will
what I
work.
thought.
Oh, someone's
Also-
giving us Napoleon
Ooh.
and
Ooh,
raccoon.
Thank you,
Ooh,
Tina.
Yes, 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 yes.
Also, thank you,
you.
Lem, for telling us the name of that weird movie that apparently has Robin Williams in it too.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
but Robin Williams is uncredited in the movie. He didn't want everyone to know it was him. Fun
I
fact.
love that.
Wow.
I know
Did
a
he
lot
also-
about that movie.
Did he also play like an object that could talk?
No, he was the villain. Everyone
No.
was
He
humans
didn't
except
wanna
for
be
a
credited.
baseball and a baseball bat.
But everybody was villains, you said?
Humans.
Oh, humans. Sorry.
Everyone was the villain except for the
one
baseball
guy.
bat.
I love that. I think that's an
Wow.
important message.
Yeah,
Like-
I would watch that movie. I would watch that movie for sure.
Man. Should we write this poem?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah. Okay.
Silent baseball.
Are we doing it
So-
one word at a time or one sentence at a time? What are we doing?
One word at a time.
What order are we going in? Mish, you have to decide.
It's your sleepover. You pick.
Does everyone see the same thing on screen?
Yes,
So when
we
I
all
see green, do you all
We
see
all
green?
see everybody in the same order.
What if what I call red is actually blue for you?
I can't
Um,
handle
all right.
this.
Okay. So I'll go first because I'm on the left upper corner. Is there right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? And then
Kat,
we'll
yeah.
move towards Kat,
Yeah.
and then Jess, and then down to Shiyan
So
and
we're gonna
Emma.
go clockwise.
That was a way easy. So that's why my mom is sending me this camp.
Perfect.
I don't. Here's a secret about Mish. I don't read clocks. I don't know which direction they go in.
Yeah, she uses the sun.
That is
And also digital clocks.
yeah,
But
the sun moves clockwise.
It does.
Okay, we got Napoleon, we got raccoon, we got silent baseball bat, and we got yurt.
This is good. This is
Okay.
gonna be a good poem.
Let's write this poem.
Cool.
nothing.
Gives
Me.
Joy.
Like
Napoleon.
Sitting.
down.
With.
Me.
every
One.
Loves.
Sitting.
Inside.
Yurts.
silently.
Like.
Raccoons.
Nature.
Gives.
Friendship.
Villains.
Give.
Bats.
No one.
Gives.
silent
Bats?
Now,
I
Must
Finish.
I will read what we have written. I saved it here in my notebook.
Perfect.
Handwritten. Wow. You're so vintage.
Well, I'm going to bring this notebook to camp because it's an offline camp. That's why I can't do sleepover from camp. There's no Wi-Fi, there's no computers or phones allowed. So this is the start of my new analog diary.
wow.
Are you gonna write us letters?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Oh,
read
wow.
the poem.
Nothing gives me joy like Napoleon sitting down with me. Everyone loves sitting inside yurts, silently, like raccoons.
Wow.
Nature gives friendship. Villains give bats. No one gives silent bats. Now I must finish.
Guys, we are deep.
That's like meaningful.
I'm
It really is.
excited.
Misch.
Mish.
Misch.
It's like an echo. Mish.
It's like really high tech.
Oh,
I hope no one minds, but I just was taught about skincare, and my mom is telling me that it's too late for me to. Basically, I have to put my skincare on, or my mom's going to be upset. So I hope this isn't like awkward to anyone, but I'm going to do that now.
Yeah.
Tell us about your skincare.
Yes. Drop that skincare routine.
This is important. 2MB Studios, listen up.
Lauren is
Yeah.
gonna be
Hey,
so
guys.
mad she's not here for this.
I know.
I know. I did chat with her extensively before I went to my appointment. I mean, my mom was there, but like I wanted to have like an expert in like skincare because my mom is like super smart about other things, but not like specifically skincare like Lauren is. But I have like a prescription thing with a bunch of like chemical names on it that I can't pronounce. But apparently I'm supposed to put it on my face at night, and I'm not supposed to like put it on during the day because the sun will like burn my face or something. I don't really know how that works. And so I'm supposed to also use like a facial lotion with it, and this is like a nighttime like lotion that you're supposed to put on your face.
Ooh.
So I use it with the medicine lotion, and I put them both together, and I just put that on my face. So I'm like really big. Oh my gosh, you guys. No.
Show us your
No, we
pores.
want to watch.
Show us
Everybody has pores. Oh, that's a thing that I learned. They tell you that like you want your pores to shrink or whatever. That's a lie. Dude, that's literally how your face, that's like skin. Skin has pores. You're not going to make it disappear. So like don't be worried about that.
What would
I know
happen?
we're only in middle school, but like
I don't think I've ever thought about my pores.
What would happen if
know.
your pores disappeared? Like, what if you did? What if you were able to shrink your pores down to nothing?
I think
What
you'd be like
happened
an
to you?
animal that doesn't have skin.
I don't think I have pores.
Can we?
Is that a
can we see?
vampire
Come
trait?
closer.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think vampires need them.
Oh,
I don't
that's
see any.
convenient.
Zoom, enhance.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hack into the matrix.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty
Does it
poreless.
mean that like you can't sweat?
Yeah, I don't need to sweat. Sweating
that's
is only
true.
for people who die.
I sweat so much. Am I gonna die?
You're mortal. Of course you're going to die. Just not like soon, but
That's
eventually. But I'm
And is
not.
Does that have to do with it though? Like the more you sweat, like
Yeah, because
Faster
you're degrading your cells. Sweat is your cells leaving your body.
Is that
You're
true?
leaving
That-
Yep.
cat,
I thought it was
Right?
like some sort of crying.
cat.
I
Like your
think
that's
yeah,
like your
learn-
body crying.
It's your
I think-
cells crying
No.
out your cells.
Like they're
Mitch,
really
I think we're gonna
sad.
learn about this at
You're
Swedish
like,
Children's.
ugh.
Cat's not
Yeah.
disagreeing, so this must be correct.
No.
I thought
I
I thought she was like putting a
but I
finger up like
can't-
one point,
Yeah,
like
she was like, yeah, that's number
one
We're
one.
point
all
to that.
gonna
Like
keep
add a
I
point.
win.
talking so that
Yeah.
cat
She's like,
can
you're number
never
one,
say
Mish. You
what
know
this
it.
is
Yeah,
crying.
that's what I thought.
Definitely,
Like one
if you're
extra
sweating,
point.
it's because your body, and when you finally have sweated out all your your cells in your body, then you don't
That's
have
not
any
correct.
cells left,
That's
and then
not
you're
That's
dead.
scribbly when you die.
my Uncle Phil would be dead.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
also that's why some people don't have organs. Like when you open up the casket at a funeral and you're like, wait a minute, like that's weird. My aunt used to have like 2 hands, like sweated it off.
You can sweat your hands off?
Yeah, my aunt did.
Mish, IKEA camp is really hot. It's what if you sweat until like vampires
I
still sweat, right?
No, because we don't degrade. We just live forever.
So when you're hot, like what happens? Well, you're not out in the sun.
I've never been hot since becoming a vampire.
At all?
Guys, Hulk. Yeah, I don't remember what hot feels like.
It's
Do you remember
That's-
cold?
I bet you're gonna remember what it feels like when you see some of the hot campers that are at Swedish Meatball Camp.
my
with you.
No,
Yeah.
you're totally gonna get an out of town boyfriend.
Yeah.
You are. You're gonna just look for all the indoor kids, the ones that like refuse to do the outdoor activities, and those are the vampires. And then you'll all like sneak out of your cabins at night and go into the woods. I saw them do it all the time.
Wait, Emma, did you meet vampires when you were at Swedish Meatball Camp?
There were like easily 3, so it was already like an odd number, so it was a little awkward. But yeah, there were these 3 kids that like they would not help build the dock or do any of the outside building. They would just like sit inside the readily made rec center and just like tinker with all like the little things, and then just sort of like brood all day. And then one of them was my bunkmate, and so her name was Ophelia, and she would like just sort of like lift the window and like slink out. It was almost like she had no bones. It was really weird.
That's
Wow.
awesome. She must have been a level 4. That's so cool.
Yeah, and then
Wait,
I watched
when you get to
her. I'd,
level
like,
4,
dance-
did they take your bones?
No, but you can make them floppy at will.
What?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's so neat. Wow, I was bunkmates with a level 4.
It's because we don't sweat, so all of those all of the body tears that are usually shed for your dying cells stay inside, and then they slowly eat your bones to make them like
They like make them
moisten
like
your
soft.
bones.
yeah.
Like how when you like add water, it's like if you have like a cake, it's like solid, but if you get the cake wet, then it gets all like have you ever gotten a cake wet?
Yeah, and then,
Bones,
Yeah.
like,
You know how when
then you can use a hair dryer to make it a cake again.
my bones are more solid than cake.
Again, Summar, you're not a vampire.
this is just a simile, a metaphor, if you will.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think it's like really interesting because like I never thought about it, but like if you have the power when you're a level 11 to turn into a bat, like what like are you like super strong because like all of your whole body has been like shrunk to the size of a bat, which is smaller. So that means like you should be able to like lift things and like be really strong like Ant-Man, you know?
Also, bats have hollow bones,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
like birds.
Oh yeah.
That's real science.
yeah.
Oh, and like
Because
birds
bats are
probably don't
basically-
sweat either.
Like bats and birds are basically the same.
Right. And
Yeah.
bats
They're all
don't sweat.
dinosaurs.
They're probably like cousins.
Yeah, but bats are just birds that took a wrong turn.
Yeah.
just
They're
have-
both mammals, right? So
They're
like
vampires of birds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. They're
That makes sense.
Bats
just goth
Yeah,
owls.
that sounds like pretty good. Like
cat
I know
Great. This is
it's like
science.
pretty good science.
That's
Red
like
cat?
the green face.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
cat face
that's a
that
good
gives you
agreement
green.
face.
When I
I see it.
turn into a bat, the first thing I'm going to do is build a nest and lay some eggs so that I can make some little bat friends for myself.
Ooh.
But don't sweat. You can't. Yeah, but those eggs are gonna sweat a lot because bat eggs sweat.
Look at
Yeah,
Oh my
that.
gosh,
true.
Bats-
when you turn
bats
into a bat, will
themselves.
you be able to like lay eggs?
Yeah,
Your
because
mom.
I'm basically, I can't wait to be a little pregnant bat and lay
So
my
then-
eggs in a nest.
But when
That'd
you
be
give
so
birth to
cool.
your, when you like go through labor to give birth to your eggs,
Yeah.
well,
Cat, are you okay?
What's
What happened?
Cat?
What is
wrong? What is? Can we just go back to when you said that you could remake a cake with a hairdryer? Because I've not moved on from that. Besides the fact that you also now think that birds are mammals and that bats lay eggs, you know what? I'm not sure What? What? Are you going to cut me off again with some fake science?
Well, I just want to know, would your bat egg children also be vampires, or would they just be normal bats?
Scientifically,
that's a good question.
answer that question, Kat.
Yeah. I think Kat lost her connection.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
happened.
she must have a
Yeah.
bad connection.
Actually, it's
Totally lost her
Affect her
connection.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is really. I mean, it's basically just
affect the Wi-Fi.
magic from angels, so
Yeah.
Right.
very unreliable.
Oh, hey, Kat, your Wi-Fi.
So there you are.
Kat, I'm really sorry. If I'm being honest, I don't know a lot about birds or bats.
I can tell. Sorry, I'm being mean to you on your last sleepover, but scientific inaccuracies are really hard for me to take with a straight face.
This is why my mom is sending me to a sleepaway camp. She thought it was a college prep camp. I don't think she knows that I'm going to have to be like building my own bunk beds on night one, but she wants me to learn stuff.
My stepbrother seems to think that a lot of IKEA camp is really useful in regular college, so you're not going to learn nothing.
I mean, in the worst case, it'll be good for your college admissions essay where you can say that you learned a lot about starting from scratch and building from the ground up and learning
Oh my
Swedish
gosh,
phrases.
And how it
words.
built character.
Yeah.
College
I
is
had
so
to
far away,
practice,
you
like,
guys.
leadership skills, and it really enhanced my stage managing ship because I was like leading my team on building the mess hall, and like, I had to take control and like make sure everyone knows what they were doing. So there's like life skills.
Has
It's really
everyone been to
impressive.
camp?
What?
I've never been till this summer.
I've never been.
I've been to like theater camp. I haven't
So
gone
yes.
to sleepball camp.
Oh my
What's
gosh.
theater camp like?
Theater camp is so much fun. It's like all these other theater kids who are like super, super talented and we like put on shows and we sing and we dance and it's like so much fun. It's like
Is it a
basically
sleepover
being
camp?
on Broadway.
Is it a sleepover camp or is it a day camp?
You can do both.
Ooh.
There's also several cabins for the tech crew, but nobody ever sees them because we always travel by night in all black.
Like vampires!
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
we're
are
the
vampire
vampires of
theater.
theater.
You guys, I have a concern. What if after this summer everyone like goes to different camps and like learns new stuff and then like doesn't want to hang out as much anymore because you're all off doing like grown-up stuff?
I'm the only one going to camp this summer, so I don't think that'll happen.
Before, except for Misch.
I mean, I haven't.
Before when we always came back.
Yeah.
That's true.
We all go to the same school, so we have the school year together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're not going to
just-
leave you just because you've never been to Camp Shiyan.
I just wouldn't want any of that like hashtag egg sweat regret, you know?
Mm.
Shiyan, what are you doing this summer?
I'm just gonna be at home looking for when the pool opens,
Mm-hmm.
or like maybe if people want to swim in a lake, I might do that.
Yes.
Like
You know,
non-ironically, swim in a lake.
You know, since you have like a lake right by your house, we could totally just like make our own camp.
Yeah.
And we can just like be in camp together, except for Misch.
2MB Middle School, what should our camp be called?
Name our
Oh my
camp.
gosh.
Name our camp.
Yeah. Tina Talon's in the chat. We have
Egg sweat regret.
I think Lemworks is still here.
Lemworks.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what you're thinking.
Yeah, help us build our dream camp,
Yes.
at which I will be head lifeguard and not just a CIT lifeguard, an LIT.
I'll be in charge. I'll be the event coordinator, and I'll make sure that everything on our schedule runs smoothly at our camp.
I guess I can help with some of the activities. I don't know all the sports, but I could help with the ones that I know.
Great.
And
That's
I'm
important.
going to direct the camp talent show.
Obviously.
Obvious. That's great.
Mhm.
Kat, what are you going to do?
I'm going to be the education coordinator, and I will put together our romps in nature, and we will learn about actual mammals and actual birds.
It's so
So are
weird.
birds just literally not mammals? Like, what are they?
Birds are birds.
Well, yeah,
They
but
lay
like,
eggs.
But like, what group are
Ma'am-
they in?
But like, snakes also lay eggs,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're not birds.
Or
They
are
don't
they?
all
No,
live on
maybe
planes.
snakes are birds. Because like, penguins are birds that can't fly.
And
So
they lay
maybe
eggs.
snakes- Yeah, and they lay eggs. Therefore, snakes are
Are
also
penguins?
birds. Yeah, snakes are penguins.
They're just really skinny penguins.
Because
Yeah,
snakes
I
can
mean,
swim. Not a lot of
penguins
people
can't
know
really
that,
like
but snakes
walk,
can swim.
and snakes can't walk because
And I don't think penguins' eggs sweat because it's so cold.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
If it's sweat, it would freeze.
So
It's
and
why
you
they
don't
have
want
to
that.
go in the ocean
Are-
so much because they have to make up for all that egg sweat they missed.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But so does that mean that penguin eggs are vampires because they don't sweat?
Yeah, if
Is
they
that
don't
where
go in the
vampires
ocean.
come from?
Oh, what?
Are
What?
platypuses bird? Oh, okay. So we have some camp name recommendations, but also Lumberks wants to know, are platypuses birds? I guess,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Because it's like basically a duck, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I thought it was like a weird duck.
It's like
Flipper
it's like a
thing.
flat
Yeah.
duck. Like
It looks like a duck. It's
It has a flat
baby
duck
butterfly.
face.
yeah,
Duck
it's like a
no
duck
heart,
that
but
lies
dog,
on
right?
its stomach.
Yeah, so it's a duck.
But if a platypus eats a snake, is that cannibalism?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
if they lay eggs,
If
then
an
yeah.
animal eats any animal, isn't that cannibalism?
Yeah.
You're just eating, like you're eating meat
So wait,
of
are we
another
cannibal-
animal.
So
So
are
you're
we
a cannibal.
cannibals?
Yeah. If you eat meat, you're a cannibal.
I mean, Shiyan, you eat steak all the time.
Yeah, so I'm
all
a
the-
cannibal because I
You're
eat
a
meat.
huge cannibal.
Cannibal, cannibal.
Okay, we have some names suggestions for sleep
Okay.
camp. Camp! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like that.
Camp sleepover away.
Wow.
Camp learn science things, which I feel like Cat would be all over
Yeah, that's
that
a
one.
cat name for
Really
sure.
phoned in that title, though.
Camp eggs wet.
Yes.
And flat duck.
Camp flat duck.
I like him.
Wait, but
Also,
hold on, guys.
Lemworks, they're not real. I don't believe in platypuses.
If we-
I think they are a myth.
If we go with
Ooh.
Camp Egg Sweat, it becomes call. And that could be our call at camp.
That really works.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Then we could draw cute little snake penguin platypuses
Platypus.
on our shirts.
Platypus.
And they can
Which
say caw.
works because platypuses say caw.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're birds.
They're
Yeah.
mythical, so they can say whatever we want them to
Oh, that's
say.
true. That's a good point.
Yeah. They're like the unicorns. They're like, yeah, they're just like duck.
Oh yeah,
unicorns.
I was gonna say they're the narwhals of the forest.
Oh, that is
Wow.
such a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys, we're so smart.
We really
That's
are.
the smartest.
We're so smart.
Like I know we never hang out for like study group. We only hang out for sleepover. But like, who needs to hang out for study group when we learn so much on sleepover? you
Yeah,
know?
like we don't need a study group. All the learning is happening right here.
Yeah. We can learn like at school or whatever. But like this time is for us to just like express ourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, do our own research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. One thing I've been learning a lot is how important it is to like really dig into alternative news sources. Like if you're only watching one source of news, you only have one perspective. So like it's really good to like dig around in Twitter and Instagram, find some nice like screenshots of information.
QAnon.
And read the comments underneath. And you can really learn a lot from that. Like I learned the earth was flat from one of those, and it's
Yeah.
like who would have thought, you know?
Wait. No.
What?
Right?
Wait.
No. The Earth is not.
My mom said the earth isn't flat, and the way you can prove it is if you just put a marble on the floor, if it rolls, it's because the earth is curved.
I think
Yeah,
that
it's
suggesting
been debunked.
the Earth is flat might push Kat over the edge.
Like the edge of a flat earth. Oh,
Show us your
yeah.
pores.
Your internet connection is like wild.
Kat, your internet is just.
Yeah, do you need to like refresh your browser or something? Like you keep leaving randomly when we talk about
it's not
science.
random.
Like we're talking about science. I feel like you'd be so engaged and your like internet keeps you keep disappearing. So I feel like your internet is like, you know.
Yeah, this is the most scientific sleepover I've ever been to.
Is the internet round?
Really? Really? You're going to ask me if the internet is round.
Well,
when
it's
it
the
is not even a
world
physical
wide.
object.
Is it not round? Is it a triangle or something? Or like
Is it flat?
Isn't
It's
it like
not
a-
a shape
is it a
at
rhombus?
all.
Wouldn't it be like a rectangular prism? Because when you turn on the internet, that box is a rectangular prism. So like that's
Oh.
the shape it's in, and then it comes out of that and it goes into your
Well,
monitor.
mine
or
is
your
like
phone.
a trapezoidy kind of shape. Mine is,
Ooh.
but like 3D.
Kat, I just feel like you're getting very stressed out because you're in a very rigid mindset. I learned about this from my therapist. And if you just had a more open mindset to maybe other scientific theories, you'd be more chill.
Oh, I have an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, what's the idea?
Okay, this is how we're gonna help Kat find her chill.
Okay.
We will recite to her our versions, our knowledge of various scientific concepts,
Okay.
and just make her sit and listen to them.
Okay.
And then the more she listens to them, the more receptive and calm she'll become. So like in the chat, list any scientific topics you would like us to talk about,
That's a good idea.
and we will talk about them to Kat to
Perfect.
help her.
Well, hold on.
And then-
Hold on. She is in the chat right now saying that we're not letting her speak. So I agree we should do that.
Yes.
But we should make some sentences open-ended, fill in the blank sentences, and Kat can fill in a blank
Ooh.
occasionally.
Okay.
Does that feel good, Kat? Are we going to let you speak that way? Yes. Kat says yes. Great. All right. So let's look at some of these scientific theories that are in the chat. Any moment now, they're going to show up in this chat. Any
Take your
sort of
time.
science.
As
You
we're
know,
waiting
you guys
for
are
some, I
science.
have one.
Okay. Shiyan goes first.
So narwhals are actually blank. So like
Real.
fictitious, but like what are you gonna say, Kat?
Real.
Great.
Hmm.
COVID is a virus that one of the side effects is an itchy.
Throat.
Great.
Hmm.
My friend's uncle burped at dinner, and that was okay. But when my friend burped at dinner, they got in a big amount of trouble because if you're a minor, your burps are different than when you're an adult because they, scientifically.
Are rude.
Are
Oh.
rude.
Yeah, they're rude.
Okay.
But adult burps are fine. It's really rude if you're under 18.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Rudeness is a science. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The color blue is the result of the blank effect.
Mm.
Huh?
Visible spectrum.
Yes, the visible spectrum effect, which
Very
is, of
nice.
course, the title for the condition of having eyes that are blue.
Yes.
So only people with blue eyes can see blue.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I have blue eyes, so I know I'm wearing a blue shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Summar has brown eyes, so to her, I have a brown shirt.
Yeah.
Ladies, I noticed something in the chat.
What?
Tina is the person that asked that question with the blank, and she said it's the Tyndall effect.
Well,
Have you heard of that?
Tina's in advanced science class with Mr. Webb, So
But
she
you know
does
who
have an
used to- Oh, sorry. No, you go.
she just has an unfair advantage because she's the smartest science nerd in our school.
Well,
But
I just
you know
wanted to point that out because like that's something. Cause I know like Kat, you really like learning and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I know that we're not like as smart about all science, but like if Tina says there's a Tyndall effect, maybe that's
But-
something you can research.
Are we ignoring the fact that our principal's name is Mr. Tyndall?
Yeah.
Wait, is it a joke
So-
that I missed?
It's Big Tyndall. Big Tyndall is getting inside of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give in to Big Tyndall.
So the Tyndall effect, yes, you didn't ask the full question. The second part of Tina's question was because the Tyndall effect is the reflection of the blue and it makes the sky blue because it's scattering of the light through particles.
That was more than one word.
Well,
You
we didn't know if
gave
the
me
blank would be
blank.
one word or like multiple words.
Yeah.
True. Kat, do you feel better now?
No.
Hashtag Big Tyndall.
Okay, do you want another one?
Sure.
Big Tyndall spending G's, baby. Big Tyndall. Okay, I'll
That
ask
made
one.
me feel better.
Yeah.
Oh, more song and dance? We can
Yay! Turn the next question into a song, MLav.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do dogs snuggle with me every time I am near? Just like me, they love to be snuggled. Thank
Very
you.
good. Very
I'll
nice.
be here all night for
That
the
was really
next
good.
15 minutes or so.
Lovely,
really good.
lovely.
But yeah, why do dogs snuggle is the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
My one word answer is connection.
Aww.
Aww.
That's
Kat,
cute.
where did Canada come from? I didn't know the answer to that one.
Ooh. Where
Earth?
did Canada come from? What?
I'm Canadian.
They're not flat Earth. Earth is round. It is not flat, and even the ancient Egyptians were able to figure it out.
Okay, I thought
Canada
so.
round?
I
Wait,
just
what
want
just
to say,
happened?
I thought Earth was definitely round. It sounded weird to me that it was flat, but I'm because I have a globe. My parents have a globe in the house, and it's round.
I mean, I
the
just
Earth
have
is
to say, as a Canadian and an Egyptian, I feel like you are really taking liberties with my history. And do you really know? Have you been to Canada? Have you been to Egypt? I'm just saying.
If the Earth is round, is Canada round?
Yeah.
I don't know if that tracks. Because if we remember from geometry,
Mhm.
if you're like a circle, there's like arcs on a circle and lines that you can find in it in different shapes. So if it's a 3D object, wouldn't there be like sectors? So like Canada would be like a portion of some sort of 3D arc shape. But I don't really know. I'm just repeating stuff that I got from, Instagram pictures that had a bunch of likes and comments, and people in those comments were talking about flat Earth being a thing.
Whoa.
Okay, more questions.
More questions. Ooh,
Cat's
Are there
having
more?
fun.
what's in the middle of Earth? Is it edible? That's a two-part question.
Ooh.
Mm.
Someone
Lisa
said that there's a
says-
chewy caramel center. Lisa said, "Do you think someone could eat the Earth?
Hmm.
If someone was big enough, where would they stand? Because it's a
Ooh.
space, right?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And now I wonder, is it the same number of licks that it would take to get to the center of the Earth? Like, is
Would you
that
have to
what
be
the Tootsie Pop
proportionally
was modeled
sized?
on?
It would definitely have to be proportionately sized
Like
because,
proportional to the Earth.
like, an
If the
owl
Earth is
only
round.
takes 3 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. But it would take me a lot longer because I'm not an owl.
And the globe is as big as the mouth is bigger than the globe. So
Right. So you
Yeah.
need to have like a massive owl
Right.
that could somehow
Right.
survive in space, and also where would it stand to be able to ingest
Yeah.
the Earth?
Yeah, it's
You would
gonna
have
need
to
perch.
hover.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think anyone could eat the Earth.
Yeah, even if it was like a mythical owl. Kat, I have a question. Like, I get it that like bad science isn't good, but do you like fantasy stuff? Because like I feel like the concept of a mythical owl in space, that's like very obvious fantasy, and I'm just curious where you stand on that. Like, is it like no fantasy at all?
Fantasy falls under the category of it's not real. So you can take liberties with establishing science in the realm of this fantasy world that does not necessarily match the science in the real world. So once you are able to suspend your disbelief in terms of accepting the new scientific reality of the fantasy world, it's separate. But if you were to say, oh, real giant space owls exist in the Milky Way galaxy, I would say we don't know enough about the Milky Way galaxy to know if that is true or not.
So you're saying that it could be true.
Yeah.
In the entire Milky Way galaxy, which is a very, very large, expansive space.
But it could be true.
Does that mean that everything that's in like fantasy could possibly exist in the known or the unknown universe because of the vastness of space?
Whoa.
Wow.
Guys, I went to space camp once.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
it was fun. Yeah. I got to fly a shuttle. I'm pretty sure I could rough fly the real thing if you put me in one.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's incredible.
They do like exact replicas of those things, so you're totally a pilot.
And like,
But wait,
guys, spoiler, the pilots have an instruction manual in front of them the entire time.
really? So all you have to do is be able to read.
Yeah. And then there's someone in your ear telling you what to do too. So like,
Well, like,
it's not
Oh, that's
like-
helpful.
Yeah, like everybody in Houston is just like on the phone all the
Yeah.
time with people in spaceships, like
Yeah.
giving them their thoughts.
So why did Houston have a problem if they could just talk to anyone?
Yeah,
And give
right?
them-
They
get
should have
instructions.
because
picked a
the
different city.
rocket went off script.
Mm.
And like,
That
in
ties
either-
into,
Yeah, what?
well, I was going to say that ties into theater camp, your stage managing days too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything needs to be on script.
Right? Like there is a time for improv and there is a time for staying to the script. And if you have a script, the time is for staying to the script. So
That's good advice.
there you go.
Oh,
That
that's
is
great
science.
advice. I actually would you all mind if we went around and based on suggestions from the chat, if everyone just in the last 8 minutes we have together gave me their advice for how to survive my IKEA meatball academia summer camp experience?
Yes. I have to go to my
Awesome.
mom's room real quick, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's get some suggestions in the chat for inspiration that will guide each of these words of advice that I will write down in my analog diary and take with me to summer camp in Vermont this summer.
Yes.
All right, so whenever you're inspired by something in the chat, go ahead and give me your advice, and please make it rhyme because it will be easier for me to remember if you make your advice rhyme for me.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Wait, no, I have to rephrase it.
You think of something
Like,
naughty?
somewhere weird.
You think of a bad thing? You can tell me.
No, it wasn't a bad thing. It was just not gonna work. It was not gonna give up. The message could have been misconstrued really easily. So I'm not gonna say.
What?
No, say it. Now you have to say it.
No. I've already gotten it out of my mind. Okay.
Aw.
Here is a piece of advice for you that I am coming up with now from a suggestion in the chat, which is going to be
Oh, anticipation. Ah.
sorry, I just had to clear my throat a little bit, and all that time my throat got clogged, so I just needed to clear my throat.
Totally understandable.
Okay. You will not have success at camp until you have all the energy of a power drill.
You took the one.
Thank
Jeez.
you.
Now I have to think of another one.
Sorry.
Are we going in order, or anyone can go?
Yeah,
Anyone can go.
Popcorn
right.
it, popcorn it.
No opportunity should you miss. In case by moonlight you should receive a vampire kiss.
Ooh. You're never going to.
Alone, you will not have to fend as long as you do get a friend.
Oh, that's
Wait,
true. That's really good.
Alone, you won't have to bend.
I have an idea from the chat.
She's getting.
She said bend.
What? Oh, I heard bend, and I was
What?
like,
What?
"Oh wow!"
Yes. I mean, I also won't have to bend alone, I guess.
You have
Are you drunk again?
I swear you said bend, and I was like, "Wow!"
I will not be slandered like this. You will not take me down your salacious road, Jess Cashin.
I didn't go salacious though. Mine was nice.
It was going to be salacious. Where is your mind, Jess Cashin?
Those cat ears are devil horns.
I know. Maybe that's why I'm hearing wrong. It's going through the cat ears instead of my real ears, and everything's getting misconstrued.
I have one inspired by tape dispenser. Be careful if you do vampire tricks because you only want good memories to stick.
Wow. I like that.
Very nice.
I like that a lot.
Structured.
I might get that one tattooed on me.
Yeah.
I have one. Be prepared and ready in case mistakes happen. And in case of mistakes, always bring a napkin.
Yeah! Girls, these are so useful. I wrote them all down in my analog journal, and I'm really feeling more confident about going to sleepaway camp now.
I think you're gonna rock it.
You're gonna do great.
Thanks,
If you
ladies.
should have but one succeed wish, I suggest you learn some Swedish.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'll sneak off and find a vampire with a cell phone in the woods and surprise you all by chatting to you. You'll know it's me because it'll all be in Swedish.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We'll have to learn it.
Wait, now, Misch, now that we've all given you our little pieces of advice for you for the summer,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any parting words for us?
Mm-hmm.
If you could deliver it as a Sincane, that would be great.
I will learn what a Sincane is quickly.
This is the last time you're going to be able to use the internet all summer.
Yeah.
What is a Sincane?
I'm literally
Yeah,
having
I'm
to look
also
it up.
curious.
It's a 5-line
We all had to write in
poem.
second grade.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So line 1 is 1 noun. Line 2 is 2 adjectives. Line 3 is 3 ing words or gerunds for adults. Line 4 is 4 feeling words, and line 5 is another word for the same noun I started with. All right, so I'm going to use the chat as my inspiration.
I forgot how complicated thinking is.
Jess, you really set her up for success here.
I feel like the energy for the day, for the night, is chaos. And I'm kind of into it.
I misremembered what
It's a good
syncing
standoff.
was.
All right, well, the only noun left in the chat was hot dog, so here we go.
Oh, they're
This is-
giving you some.
Oh, here, really? All right. Fire, moon, complexity. Okay, I'm going to take fire. Here is my syncane. For my sleepover pals, my advice for you for dealing with a summer without me, your favorite vampire friend. Fire. Red. Hot. Burning. Destroying. Destructing. Love. Passion. Anger. Redemption. Flames.
Wow.
Girls, that was my first syncane ever.
Great.
Good job.
Good. You should write
I-
more of those.
Missed
I never would've
elementary
guessed.
school.
I feel like that was like you were telling us to build a bonfire at Egg Sweat Camp.
Yes.
Egg Sweat. Caca!
Caca!
Egg
We
Sweat.
have a bonfire. But I have one last rhyming piece of advice
Okay.
before we end. Ladies, thanks for all the words of advice you lent. Have fun at Camp Ka! And Jess, don't get pregnant.
I didn't. That was a rumor.
Ah!
Everybody else started.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
That was a rumor.